Okay, here we are with card number 3. I am just pulling it up so I can see what I am doing. Okay, I see us on screen. Let me just make sure that the settings are okay, that the quality is 720. Yes, okay. Now, here's card number 3. As you can see, what I did prep a little. I did the flowers this time because my phone was dying. So between card number 2 and card number 3, I was charging my phone. So all your pieces were in this packet. Now I have some extras here. So you may have some extras as well. Okay. Um, why does the quality look terrible? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so all these pieces were in here, but I went ahead and put them together. So for this card, you need 2 with the large, medium, and small. You need 2 of the petal. You need 2 of the white ones. And I'm going to put them to the side that are also small, medium, and large. You need 1 that is medium, small, and extra small. And same here for the petal pink, medium, small, and extra small. And then you have all your little mint macaron and the extra small petal pink. Actually, you need 3 petal pink, large, medium, and small. You need 3 of those. I went ahead and stamped my sentiment in petal pink, and then I cut out the word special. And I'm doing it the same one. I'm doing for a special person on a special day. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So, like I said, all of this would have been in your baggie, but I took the time that I had in between charging my phone and put those together. Let's take out what's in the baggie. So I have an extra large stitch circle. I have this frame, and you might want to go like that and get all those little, you don't have to get them all out, but some of them you might want to get out. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these bow leaves, 1 of these tall ones from the Petal Sentimental Park dies. These little ones also from the mint macaron from the bow, and another one from the bow in Mossy Meadow. So we'll put all of these to the side. And then you have 1 of these bow ones from mint macaron. And this is for the sentiment on the inside of the card. And let's see, what else do we have? So you'll have to cut your ribbon to whatever size you're going to need for your envelope. This is for the envelope, this long one. And then this one is the other half. I cut it in half, going lengthwise. I cut it in half. And this is the other half from my sample. Okay, so you just want to cut one long enough to make a nice long bow and then cut it in half lengthwise. Okay, so going all the way up. Okay, put that on the side. This is for you to stamp the word, whatever word. If you're using the same as me, if you want to stamp it twice and cut out, stamp it once and cut out the word special, you can do that. That's what that's for. Now, I will tell you this, in your kit, you're going to have 2 of these. All right, and I'm going to show you shortly. Now, I didn't cut this piece for you because this is going to be your option to do or not to do. Okay, so we'll explain that later. This is for the front of the card, and this long piece is for the envelope. Now, I bought extra paper so that you wouldn't have to, because you won't have a 12 by 12 and you wouldn't have to put 2 smaller pieces together. So I bought extra paper so I can cut enough for all of you to have a 2-inch by 12-inch, or this might be 10-inch. I cut it down to 10-inch because you didn't need 12-inch. And that's to wrap around the envelope. This is the insert, and this is the card base. And here is the envelope. Okay, so to get started on this one, I'm going to tell you that on this panel, this left panel, I did not punch your hole, your slot. I'm taking a 1 1/4 inch punch, I am sure that most of you will have a punch, and the reason I did not do it, and I'm eyeballing this. So on this little panel, I am eyeballing a slit. Because the reason I did not do it for you is because you may not want the slit there. So I left it. Now I'm putting it in because I want it for money or a gift card or a check. And I'm going to turn this around this way so I can see properly that I'm centering it as best I can. Okay. So you may want to. So the first thing you need to do is if you want that slit, you need to do that before anything else. Okay. Now I'm just going to burnish this edge and burnish this edge. Okay. So you did that little slit or not. You don't have to. If you don't want to do it, don't notch it. That's all. It's fine. And we'll put that together shortly. So the first thing I actually really want to do is get this stamping out of the way. So let's do this and this. So I already have for a special person on a special day. And I'm going to do it on the top right. And I'm going to use Mossy Meadow for this. And I'll put it up on the top right. Okay. So now for this piece that's going to go on the inside, I want for a special person on a special day, just a little reminder that you are loved. I'm going to use that. And yes, the stamp set is framed florets, which is also going away. That is, I believe, on the last chance list. So if you like that set, it's been very popular. Now would be the time to get it if it's still available. So I'm going to use Mossy Meadow again. And I'm going to stamp that right there on the bottom because we're going to trim it down anyway. Okay, put that to the side. I'm going to get my trimmer, my handy dandy mini trimmer, and cut that down. And then I'm going to take my scissors and go this way and this way. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, put that to the side. So I think the stamping is pretty much done, not completely. We have one more that I'm going to stamp on the inside, and that's going to be up to you if you want to do exactly what I'm doing or similar using another stamp set. So here, now I can either raise this or just cover it. Now on my sample, I did raise it with some dimensionals. I cut up some corners. On this one, I'm just going to lay it right on top of the word special, just for a different color. And rather than it, for those of you that have done the markers, I chose not to do that. Because on my sample, I raised this, and that's what I wanted with dimensionals. But on this one, I'm going to keep it flat. Okay, so there you go. I feel like you might not be able to see very well on my video all of a sudden. Okay, so there's that. All right. Now we're going to bring back this. We have the stamping pretty much done. And you're going to take that 3" by 5.5". Now you're going to put it on here. Okay. You're going to put it on here. However, since we want this to be a pocket, you are only going to put adhesive here, down the left, and down on the bottom. So the top, left, and bottom, and no adhesive on the right. So I'm going to take tear and tape. I'm a fan of tear and tape over liquid glue for this. type of thing. And then this way. And then this way. Okay. All right. So on the flap, we'll take these right off. You might want to use liquid glue because of placement, being able to move it around if you don't like exactly where it is. But I'm going to try to be really careful, since when I'm doing stuff with gift cards, I really like to use making pockets. I like to use, okay, so there's my pocket. Okay, it's got to sit there for a minute. Probably use your bone folder. So there is the pocket. All right. So now for this side, this is where I used one of these pieces. And I am going to use liquid glue here. Put this here. And that is not quite the same size. It's about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the base of the card all around. Okay. That's that side. Now it's this side, the inside. So this is what it's going to look like. All right. And then you open it up. So there's your pocket. And then you open it up. On this side, this is where you can decide. On my original, I used this one. And on this one, you can use this one if you want to, or this one. I will tell you that I'm not going to show the whole thing. There's nothing on the inside. Okay, there's the inside. There's nothing on the inside. You're not putting anything on here unless you want to. If you have extra stuff, you want to add stuff, you can put some more flowers on here. Or if you want it to be something different, you can, you know, put this one on. Even since you have this extra one, even if you wanted to go like this and have that, you know, extra, it's up to you. But I'm not going to use this. I am just going to stick with this one. Actually, let me use it so you see both ways and you can decide. Okay. So let's use it and you can decide what you like better. Yeah, that would make sense. Why make it the same? And then you have options. It's always better to see if you like it or not. Okay. So then you have that white insert that's going to go right here. And that is, again, about 1/8 of an inch smaller than the center. Okay. All right. Whoops. So, hold on. Drop something. So this is where we're going to do some more stamping. So we might as well get one of our leaves and put some liquid glue behind all these petals a little bit. And let that fall. And then get one of the one with 3 of them on it. And you can, you know, it'll flatten out, but it's always fun to do this. And then get liquid glue or adhesive or glue dots and put that right on there. And now I'm going to get the word celebrate from here. There it is. I have to put these back properly. Get the word celebrate. And I'm going to go with Mossy Meadow again. And I'm going to put, whoops, I almost did that upside down. And I'll put that right there. There we go. Celebrate. And we'll put some gems on here afterward. Okay. And now we're going to take a white one with a white flower, the small, medium, and large flower. And we'll just go right about here. I'm going to cut this off, actually. Throw that in the garbage. And then here's a white one. Oh, where's that little green one? This is where I wanted to use the little green guy right here. This little green one. Okay. And throw that kind of like around there. And then this will go here. And then this little one will go up around here somewhere. Okay, so there's your inside. I think it looks really nice with this paper on the inside. So if you have extra, you can do that. But I wanted to be sure, just in case, because I can't remember how the paper's cut, that you have this one just in case, which is how I did the original. Okay, so that's done. Now you're going to take this long piece, and I want to get these out, these pieces out. Okay. And for this one, we will go like this. Add some liquid glue all around. Even on that very thin stem, just be very gentle about how much you put on. And let's put that over here. Like that. And then get rid of this. We're going to take the one that is medium, small, and extra small and put that right up here. And I'm going to use liquid glue or glue dots, whatever's handy or whatever you feel will be more secure. That goes there. And then I'm going to put this with dimensionals, the sentiment, on with dimensionals, using all my scraps of dimensionals to do this. And that is going to go. Now you want to make sure that it's not peeking out. So just make sure it's far enough over so it's not peeking out of here. Okay. And honestly, I did this one a little too far over. It should be, let me see if I can move this. So if you're working with me, all right, we're going to leave this as is. This should be over a little bit more like this. Okay, see how I kind of like rounded that out? Okay, just so you have that, and it looks nicer if you could see the whole thing. But now at this point, I guess maybe I might be able to pull this up. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see, it's not on there for that long, and then I can take off any excess. I think I can. You know why? Because we're going to put some, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to be brave, and I am going to pull this up. Now, I don't recommend it for you. If you've already done it, I'm going to go like this because you don't have another one unless you have the die at home. And here, where it's a little messed up, I'm going to put one of those little flowers, and then I'll clean this up. Okay, everything seems to be fixable, you know? I say that all the time. Everything's fixable, pretty much. Yeah. And now here, we'll put one of the little flowers to hide up the mess. Because you can always cover things, you know? To hide that little mess over there. Doesn't even look bad at all. And then we'll put another one down here just for the fun of it. Okay, and then we're going to put gems. Look at that. Isn't that better? That is so much better. So now that I have a little bit of glue here, I'm going to use my glue remover and get rid of it. Actually, it's making more of a mess at the moment than I'm doing this live. I think I need to clean some of it off of the glue stick. Okay. The glue pad. All right, that's better. All right, so you saw my boo-boo and we fixed it. That's always good to show a boo-boo and fix it. Now it's just straight up. There's not even any angle to it, but we're going to keep it the way it is because I don't want to destroy it completely. Okay, so let's start building. So now for this, we're going to come about here. Okay, and I put dimensionals behind here. So now I'm going to open a new pack. These are regular dimensionals. Open a new pack and put. Now I don't need to go all the way over here because I don't want to show all these dimensionals on the part that's sticking out. Just like that. Okay. Now we'll take these and we're going to put dimensionals behind that, but one right in the center of each of the flowers because we need to stick some leaves under there. And we might be messing around with this anyway, placement wise. So let's not push it down too hard. Okay, so now let's get some leaves. And tear that down. And put that going there. And then another one for the top. You might add some dimensionals somewhere. Okay, like behind there at some point. And then we'll add this one in here. Can play with that later. Placement of that is off. A little bit off. Sorry, it's bothering me. I'll play with that later. Okay, leave that. And then another one down at the bottom. And Another here. And then we'll do these with dimensionals. I think a big one, oh no, big one's too big. All right, I'll get the corners for these. Okay, so this one, maybe we'll go like here. This one, maybe around here. I don't like the way that one's placed out. That's going to stay there now. Otherwise, I'm really going to mess that up. Okay, so now that ribbon that we did, so these are fine. Everything's fine. We can put it right there with a glue dot. And I'll go right in there. Okay, so that's that, and that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we have these little ones to throw around here too. So we have these here, and then you might have, you probably have more. I do. I know I did. I knew I did somewhere. Now these 3 Mint Macron ones are going to be for the envelope. So there's more here for the envelope. And then this one can go right under here. And then we'll put a little gem on there. Okay, so here I used frosted gems. So why don't we do that now to complete this portion. So I'll use a big frosted one here. I tried to use all 3 types of the gems that were in the packet for you for this project, for these 3 projects. And then here's a smaller frosted one. I don't know if I'm going to have enough with all my little bits and pieces left. And if I don't, I will find some somewhere. Here's another frosted one. Let's see. Let's see if I find some more smaller frosted ones. Not really. I'm not really finding any more smaller frosted ones. Finding bigger ones, so I'm really down to the nitty-gritty here. So instead of frosted, these are going to get, oh, I just need one more frosted actually for this card. 2 more. 2 more frosted. Let's see if I could find them. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. I bet you I can somewhere around in my stash. Oh, I found one more frosted. So that's good. It finishes off the front look of the card. And then let's see if this is not frosted. So I'm going to go with a small petal. One for the inside right here. And also another one right here. And then a frosted one right there. A big frosted one. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's move all of these because we're going to need them again for the envelope. Oh, look at this. I think I found some more. I think I did. Yes, I found some more frosted, smaller ones. So I'm going to go with that instead because I want to keep everything pretty consistent on the card. So if I find one more smaller frosted one, it's going on, and I did. So it's going here. So this whole card consists of all the frosted gems. You may not want frosted. You may want the petal or the clear. But I wanted frosted, and I found them, so I'm excited about that I found them sitting there. Okay. Now let's move on to the envelope. So that was pretty good, right? Pretty fancy. And here's your money pocket, or, I mean, it won't fit the whole dollar bill, or, $20 bill won't fit across. You'll have to fold it, but, or gift card or check goes right in there. It's fun, right? Okay, let's put this to the side and get our envelope. So now you're actually going to need this because you need to, this is what I did. I put my sample card around each of your envelopes so that I could fit this into your envelopes. All your envelope stuff should be in your envelope. And I made, just to make sure that I could fit it like that. All right. So now you're going to put, I knew how much space I actually needed to make the card, make the wrap. So I'm going to put some tear and tape up here on this one. And I'm also going to put a little tear and tape on this right here. Okay. And then go like this and like this. Okay. And then you just wrap that together. And it's okay that it's a little off here because it's going to get covered up anyway. You're going to take your ribbon, you're going to cut down your ribbon. Mine is already cut down, and wrap that around. Okay. And once again, I'm going to take my tweezers to hold this down so I can make a bow. And I don't know if my bow's going to come out right, but we're going to leave it and then I'll play with it later. One could never tell. Okay. That's pretty good. And probably bring this a little bit over. And then give that a nice angle cut. Because that's not going to come off now. That's on there. There's no reason to have to take it off. So see the back? Oops, I just got tear and tape on my envelope. Be careful about that. Okay, now we're going to take that sentiment. Oh, I forgot that part. I'm going to clean this off. Now, if you prefer not to use Versamark and embossing powder, you don't have to. You can use a tone-on-tone stamp. It would work perfectly also. And let's see. And then this gets stamped here. And okay.
We'll stay home.
Okay. Sorry, that was my husband telling me something. And then this goes here like that. And now you're going to hear the noise of the that was good. We were gonna go out somewhere, and then he just came back that we weren't going. So I'm kind of relieved about that. So he's going to pick up some stuff instead for dinner. Oops, sorry if I bang this. So here we go. Now here we're going to go like this, right? And I'm going to just use tear and tape behind here. Now I'm going to, because I want to really secure it. So I'm going to put some here. I know exactly where it needs to go, so I'm not too worried about it. And here, you have to use your judgment, right? It's going to fit perfectly right there. And then peel that off. Yeah, I was kind of not looking forward to going out this evening. So I'm glad. Okay, there we go. And now that goes here. All right, now this goes here. Now you can always break off a little bit of the stem. And just do the bottom, okay? You don't want glue coming out the top. That goes there. And then this goes here. And then this, I'm going to break up just the 3 leaves on the top. Put some liquid glue and let that go here. And then the one with the 3, the medium, small, and extra small, that goes here. And then I'm putting a little glue down to add these little mint macaron extra small flowers. And then one more goes in here. And now on this one, I want to use the Petal Pink gems. I use a big one here. I really, really, really love these gems. And I use them a lot, but not enough this whole time that we've had them. Definitely not enough. I want to get another couple of small ones. I'm pretty sure I have at least 2 more. Yep, I do. I have small ones for here and here. And there you go. Card number 3. That was pretty easy. This is like, this one was, seemed like it took less time than all the others. Let me get rid of all this. So you should have some extra stuff in your kit here. Okay, you should have some extra if you want to use it for another location on another card. Let me bring over the original again now. So here's your card now, all made, all done. And then you're going to slide that off. Whoever you're giving it to is going to slide that off. Actually, you can go this way if you want. Okay, so that the flap is in the back, right? Okay, so you're handing this to somebody. The flap is in the back. And slide it off and open up their gorgeous gift card holder or money holder, right? Perfect for Mother's Day or graduation coming up. Really perfect for that, right? Let me put this around the envelope. I love belly bands around envelopes. So this is my original, which looks exactly the same. Now here you could see, I don't know if you could see it, but I paper pieced. I didn't have any more to go wrap around completely because I want to make sure you guys had it. See how nice I am like that? And this is the original. This has been banged around a little bit, actually. So here's the difference, right? I put this piece on this one, and you can do the same because you have it. And on this one, I put this one. So you could do whichever one makes you happy. As long as you have extra. I just can't remember if you're going to have that extra piece or not. I think you will, because I gave you this piece. So I think you're going to have 1.5 pieces. I think you're still going to have a half a piece from this left over. So, okay. Oh, I forgot one gem right there. I forgot a gem. Don't want to forget that gem. Oh, that's a big frosted. Okay. Right in there. Okay. There we go. All right. I hope you liked it. Coming back for card number 4. Bye.